Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we got a brand new major update live in Battlefield 6. This is officially known as the California Resistance Update, since this is a new Season 1 content update. Essentially, this is Phase 2 of Season 1. So we do have a new map, a couple of other new additions in terms of content across multiplayer and REDSEC with this update, but we also have a very lengthy list of patch notes and gameplay changes and brand new updates that are also live alongside all of the content. So as you can see, we've got game update 1.1.2.0. Now, just right away, I already have seen some people with some of the previous updates saying, hey, what's going on with the update versions here? You know, mine doesn't say 1.1.12 or whatever the case is, like with some of the previous patch notes. These are what they refer to for their game updates, but the version on your platform might not always match one-to-one. But if you're watching this video, the update is out as it's dropping at 9 o'clock UTC on November 18th. So we'll be posting this just a few hours after the update has been officially pushed live here. But there's a lot going on in these patch notes. Obviously, as mentioned, all the new content with the new Eastwood map. We've got the new sabotage mode, the DB12 shotgun, and the M357 trait sidearm, a new gauntlet mission type called rodeo, new battle pickups as a feature, new portal updates, the sandbox map. This will let portal experience builders start with a more level playing field, bringing their imagination to life. The golf cart's also going to be available there. We got the new California Resistance Battle Pass bonus path now available as well. The slim hand stop underbarrel unlocked via a challenge in there too. So content wise, we got a lot to break down and like a lot to experience there already. But then we get to the actual patch notes, and there are so many very important things here. So first up, for the major updates, aim assist has been reset to its open beta tuning, restoring consistent infantry targeting behavior across all input types. They've also improved input latency and stick response for controllers, providing smoother aiming and more responsive soldier movement. Those are two huge things that should make controller gameplay feel much better. Obviously, we're going to have to test and see how noticeable the changes here are, but hopefully this is going to bring controllers into a really good state and make them a lot less clunky than what they are in their current state. Weapon accuracy and dispersion tuning, huge across the board for controller and keyboard and mouse. Fixed unintended weapon dispersion increase rates, and improved non-recon sniper rifle accuracy while globally reducing dispersion across all weapon types. That should be huge for the random bloom and dispersion issues that have been plaguing gunfights for quite some time now. Challenge and progression clarity improvements are also here. Major polish pass to deployable gadgets, including the mortar, the portable laser designator, and supply crate systems. Fort Linden has also been added to Portal as well. We then get into some specifics here with areas of improvements, and keep in mind as we're going through all the patch notes, all the updates and changes here, and there's a lot of them. If you guys enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like on it. It's always really appreciated, and it does really help the channel grow. And if you're new to the channel, you want to make sure you're always in the know for everything going on in Battlefield. This is the place to be, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. So with areas of improvement in aim assist, this is what they say. As we got closer to launch, we revisited aim assist tuning based on internal testing and the full range of maps and combat distances. Our goal was to make aim assist feel more effective beyond mid-range fights, which was one of the focuses with labs in the open beta. At launch, we increased slowdown at longer ranges, but once the game went live, we saw that this made high zoom aiming feel less smooth and harder to control. After reviewing feedback and data, we're reverting aim assist back to the values that you experienced during the open beta. This will now serve as the default, while still providing you with the ability to alter the aim assist to your preference with playstyle settings. This change keeps aim slowdown consistent across all ranges, helping with muscle memory and providing a steadier, more reliable feel. So this should be a pretty big update to controller feel in general. Then we got our specific changelog here. There's a lot going on. So player updates, aim assist fully reset to the beta stuff. Fixed an issue where vehicle stick acceleration presets would sometimes affect your aiming left to right option availability, which is a hugely important setting there. Fixed an issue where stick acceleration presets to standard would set the aiming acceleration options incorrectly. Fixed missing infantry and vehicle presets in captions for stick acceleration and whatnot. Fixed an issue where stick dead zones would ignore the first 10% of movement if you were using a PlayStation controller on PC. That is a huge fix there for aim responsiveness on controller. They fixed an issue where player movements on the left stick would not register until beyond 30% travel past the dead zone. That's another huge fix. Fixed joystick aiming input behavior, a short sprint restart animation when landing from small heights, added new death animations for sliding and diving states, fixed a diving loop when entering shallow water, an issue preventing players from vaulting out of water in certain areas, an issue preventing takedown initiation against enemy soldier if the enemy soldier already initiated a takedown against a friendly player. Oddly specific one there. Fixed an issue where a dragged player can face the wrong direction if turned quickly. An issue where holding a grenade while jumping, sliding, or diving froze the first person pose. An issue where switching weapons while drag reviving would actually break that person's view. An issue where the assault class extra grenade ability would not grant 2 grenades. An issue where players could become invisible when crouching before vaulting. Fixed bouncing behavior when landing on object edges. That's a big one there, super annoying. Fixed broken ragdolls as well. Camera clipping when dropping from height while prone. Clipping when initiating a drag and revive. First person camera clipping through objects. An issue where the rush signature trait mission applied its icon and speed boost to all teammates. They fixed incorrect prone aiming angles on certain slopes, misaligned victim position during takedowns, mismatched rotation between first person and third person soldier aim directions, misplaced weapon shadows, missing pickup prompts when prone, missing water splash effects, stuck third person soldier animations, teleporting or invisibility when entering vehicles, third person facing inconsistencies when soldiers were mounted, improved the combat dive animations, the LTLM2 sprints animation, vault detection in clustered environments, double tap window for danger ping has also been increased a little bit, updated first person animation cadence, and fixed an issue where hit registration would fail when engaging in the gunfights after exiting vehicles. That's a huge one as well. So just with bug fixes alone, we're like a third of the way into the patch notes, and there are some vitally important things updated and fixed and changed here in this patch. We then get a ton of vehicle updates here as well. So here they fixed a camera reset issue happening, fixed clipping gunner weapons in IFV seats, faint metallic impact sounds during wreckage, fixed several cases where the missile could do more damage than intended on vehicles, inconsistent projectile video effects on the Abrams main gun, instant 180-degree turn after exiting a vehicle has also been fixed. That was an annoying one. Missing scoring for vehicle supply when teammates received ammo, an oversized hitbox on the helo, passenger and gunner placement issues in the helicopter, re-entry issues with the quad bikes, unintended aim assist from attack helicopter gunner missiles, and an unresponsive joystick issue as well. We also got several weapon specific updates here. Like I said, this is a huge patch. So here we again have that dispersion tuning pass, so weapon bloom should be noticeably less annoying now. Fixed multiple instances of reflex sights and iron sights clipping with higher magnification scopes, several issues with underbarrel attachment alignment, fixed minor misplacements or clipping on sights and barrels, missing or incorrect magazine icons, fixed an issue where the SV98 displayed lower damage stats when you put on the 5 milliwatt red laser attachment, an issue where slug ammo despawned too quickly after being fired, an issue where the SU-230 LPVO 4x variable scope lacked a smooth transition, an issue where 2 green lasers for the DRS shared identical hipfire stats, an issue where impact sparks failed to meet photosensitivity compliance standards, an issue where in third person the mini scout could clip in your head, an issue with animation and posture issues affecting the PSR and other rifles when looking at extreme angles, increased the weight of long range performance and balance for automatic weapons benefiting the MP7 and the KV9 with minor adjustments elsewhere. They also reduced the recoil variation on the LMR27, the M39, and the SVDM for better long range reliability. With some gadget updates here, again, we've got a ton listed. Allowed friendly soldiers to damage and detonate certain friendly gadgets. Then they fixed a ton of issues, including an issue where class ability would sometimes not activate, auto deployment of the motion sensor, a broken grenade launcher ground model, C4 pickup on the edges screen interaction, clipping of the UAV remote when activating it, clipping when holding the CSS bundle, the CSS bundle line of sight requirements causing unwanted blocking, deployable cover persistence after vehicle destruction, disappearing pip indicator during the CSS bundle supply, duplicate deploy audio at times, failed projectile attachment on the breaching projectile launcher, inconsistent hit registration on the defibs, interaction logic for the supply pouch and assault ladder, the tripod soldier collision issue that's been updated, the mine premature detonation and proximity placement exploits there, fixed missing pickup prompts with C4s that you're trying to re-pick up there, smoke propagation failure between friendlies, multiple haptic and feedback issues on gadgets, placement preview interface on the GPDIS, and the recon drone physics allowing vehicle pushing. So a lot of just different bugs and glitches and exploits being updated there with the gadgets. With maps and modes here, not as many, but still a handful. They added Sabotage as a new LTM, added Eastwood as a new map, fixed a black screen spawn issue with deploy beacons in TDM, Squad Deathmatch, Domination, and King of the Hill, fixed incorrect and incomplete round outcome data, matchmaking logic to prevent late stage match joins, so you won't join a game where there's like 5 points left in King of the Hill or something annoying like that. Multiple destruction reset issues, post insertion movements lock at round start, fix unintended AFK kicks while spectating, and reduced opacity of excessive environmental smoke across multiple maps. With some UI and some HUD updates here, they added a message when attempting to change stance without sufficient space. So if you're trying to stand up in a room where you don't have enough room to stand up or something like that. Downed players now appear in the kill login modes using the downed crawling state. Extended top UI on strike point to show more player counts with stats alive, dead, downed, so on and so forth. Fix some assault training path icons, incorrect color usage on the squad mate health bars, missing tooltips and UI prompts across multiple tutorials in single player, fixed missing XP tracker icon at level 3 when using field upgrades. Kill confirmation indicator now displays if a victim bleeds out after being damaged by the player in certain modes. Minor UI polish with various modes, and you can now display thank you after being revived to non-squad friendlies as well. In settings here, they added a new option allowing players to sprint automatically when pushing the stick fully forward, so kind of like an auto tack sprint option. That's going to be really useful for some people. Added a new keybind that allowed players to instantly swap to the knife instead of having to hold the button. That's huge as well. A couple of single player updates here. If you want to read the exact specifics, obviously campaign's been out for a while and these are just mostly bug fixes. Feel free to go ahead and pause the video there. We then have a bunch of audio updates. I'm really curious to see what all they update here, and there's quite a few going on. Added new sound effects for double ping, added new soldier movement and gunfire sound effects, and fixed multiple Foley issues. Hopefully this means we are going to see, or I guess hear, better footstep audio, more defined player audio. Added turret movement audio, corrected some door sounds, corrected swimming destruction and platform footstep audio, or obstruction and platform footstep audio there, just making up words for fun. Fixed character voiceover, not updating at times. Looped ambient sounds and incorrect debris impacts are fixed. They also fixed missing first-person voiceover gasps when revived, missing third-person voiceovers for explosive deployments, missing LP voiceover, missing ping audio when spectating, missing reload sound effects, missing voiceover for supply actions and revive requests, multiple commander voiceover issues, music in menus not sometimes muting, seat change and turret reload audio, underwater breathing audio issues. They polished the front end and loading music transitions, synced the battle pass sound effects, tweaked some light fixture audio setups, updated the hostile voiceover logic and music urgency in Portal there. Really the one that we care about is that gunfire and player movement audio update though. In Portal, they added some new scripting options for music control. They also fixed an issue with the raycast system. With hardware, they fixed an issue where frame rate would be capped at 300 FPS with certain NVIDIA cards there. Then we have some REDSEC specific updates. With vehicles, they fixed an issue where the golf cart could set off the PTKM 1R Gadget in Gauntlet, and then also fixed persistent gunner MG models on the boat destruction. With UI and HUD updates here, added a level of display information in the training path with class details, fixed an issue where soldiers and UI elements can be missing in pre-game lobbies, and then also an issue with the M417A2 not appearing in the kill feed. With audio, they fixed an issue where the squad mate death sound effect could trigger for non-teammates. So that's a little interesting as well. Overall, kind of disappointed in the lack of REDSEC updates here. There's a lot that still needs to be updated with map bugs and glitches there, but hopefully those will continue to roll out. They said this is just the start of a lot of updates that they're currently working on, and we should see more in the coming days and weeks. But that is a major list of patch notes here for the California Resistance update. That's going to wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button to always stay in the know for everything going on in Battlefield. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll catch you later. Peace out.